It is free to set up an account, and it's really easy to use as well. I will go ahead and open up my classes so you can take a look at what we've been doing. So, all my students' names are here, and throughout the day, either online, on the smartboard, they can actually come up on my smartboard and go ahead and add that. And I also have a phone. If you have an iPhone or an Android phone, you can access it on there. So throughout the day, I'm walking around with my phone, and all of a sudden they hear the beep beep or the negative, and they're just looking around to see if it's them, and they see how it changes. And I tell them I have my phone all the time. I'm looking at you on the playground constantly to see what you're doing. So I'll just pick one student, and these are some of the behaviors that you can reward. Keeping your work area clean, being creative throughout the school day, following class rules, being a hard worker, helping others, and others that you can see on here. So this is really perfect for myself as a Catholic school teacher to keep track of their uniform. And there are also negative behaviors. So these are some of the ones that come already with the program. If they're late, this is also another good way for me to keep track of when students are late, because sometimes they come in and they come in well after I've sent in my roster. So this is a good way for me to keep it on the go with me as well. If they're out of uniform, what kind of behaviors are they engaging in that are negative. You can also change it on your own.
Okay.
Over here on editing student behaviors, there is a section where you can customize behaviors and you can add your own behavior. So if you're looking for maybe time management, something like that in the classroom that you're looking for, that can also be done as well. And a really cool thing about this is that you can get your parents and your students involved. I chose my students' avatars, but there is a way to generate a student code where they can log in themselves and they can change their avatar, kind of have more fun with it. And I feel like they take more ownership over that, and I will start doing that soon. But for now, that's what I have. And then there's a way to get parents involved by sending them either via, these are some of the demo classes, that's why you'll see the parent all these people's names on here. You can either print a report for the parents, or you can send it to them via email. So this is where you would put in the parent's email, and then, or you would just print it out for them and send it home, get a signature. Here's a sample report that is here. So it shows you some of the Jane Doe's behaviors. Oh man, I don't know what's going on. You can't quite log in, but I'll show you someone else's in my class so you can get an idea. So you can send this out on a weekly basis or daily basis. I mean, it will depend on the student that you have, I think. There's some students that need, I feel, that everyday report, but others that might not need it as much. You can also check attendance on here as well. This is a new feature that was just added recently. They really take teacher feedback into account. That was something that was suggested. I found out about this at the beginning of the year, and I started using it, but now I've noticed that they've added different features as well. The Android app was not available for a while, and now it is. So I'll go take a look at the reports. So this is what a parent report would look like. I'm trying to pull up a parent report to see if we can take a look. Sorry. I don't know why it won't let me pull it up. But here's like a running count of the things that happened today in my classroom. So it also keeps me abreast of what's going on, but also it gives me an opportunity to talk to my students, because things happen throughout the day and then they forget about them, or something happened earlier in the week and they forgot about it. But it also gives me a chance to congratulate some of my students that really are making an effort, and sometimes I too may forget. Firefox, I couldn't log in. So
It only works with Internet Explorer on this computer.
yeah, for some reason. But and that's pretty much it. Some teachers, I have a friend who teaches high school, and I thought this might be too babyish for them. But what she does is she divides the classes that she has into one and awards that class points. So it's kind of a competition between her classes, between maybe the freshmen and the sophomores. So that's a way that it can also be adapted to for older students as well.
I use it with the randomized feature, and it pulls kids up names randomly, so when I want to call on them, it's a way to make sure all the kids do.
There's so many different ideas, so many things that you can do with it. Yes.
I love the little characters, they're awesome.
Yeah.
When you do this, does it take a lot of your personal time during class to go through every kid and then give them pluses and minuses? And
It can. I have scheduled times where I do this. I don't do it all day. There's certain times, and it's unexpected. I won't do this. I mean, if I have students that I need to help, I'm not going to be on my phone while I can be helping a student. So I can always go back to it. It just takes maybe like 5 minutes. But I only have 22 students, so I look through it at least 3 times a day. And at the end of the day, I also look through it. That way, when they come back the next day, they have something that they notice a change in the points.
Sorry, and also to piggyback that, it gives you the option to click on certain things like off-task behavior. Is there a way to add specific comments as to what that exactly was? Because I know parents always go, what does that mean?
There is, in the report, which I'm sorry, unfortunately I can't pull up, there is a way that the teacher can congratulate the student or comment, good job, keep it up, or let's continue to work on this. There is a way to do it. And then the student can log in themselves and see that and keep track of their own behavior. And then that's a good way for you to notify the parent of what's going on without having to send disciplinary slips or make phone calls home. And that really minimizes, I think, a lot of our contact with parents about things like this that we can't do on a daily basis.
Did you say that when you give comments about their behaviors, it automatically informs the parents?
You can decide when you send it. So if you send it on a weekly basis, you can do that. Or the parent can log in whenever they want with a code. So it's really up to you how much freedom you give your parents. Or your administrator too. You can put them in as a parent, they can see it too. So my principal knows that if I'm on my phone sometimes that's what it might be. But I try to minimize it during the class.
What about when you said you were holding your iPhone and they did or something? So when they misbehave,
I can do it on my phone. It makes this really familiar sound that they know. So they know when it's a positive and when it's a negative. So I'll just award somebody, a random person, a point right now. I'll take someone. Sorry, oh great, course closed. Sorry, I'm having so many technical difficulties.
You're fine.
Internet is you're fine. You're doing great.
Thanks, T-Mobile. So that's the positive. And then that's the negative.
so the minute
Did
you
you
follow,
hear it? It's very faint.
Yeah.
But when they're working, it stands out.
so the minute you put or post a comment, it will make a sound.
When you click on one of the behaviors, yes,
Uh,
it'll make a sound.
That's nice. I like that.
That's fine.
All right, that's pretty much it. Any more questions?
That's good. I like that.
And there is a way to turn off the negative negative behaviors. If you want, there's a way to only post the positive behaviors. So it depends on how you want to use it. Some people use it as part of a reward system or a classroom economy. So different teachers are doing different things with it. And it is free. The app, the phone app is also free as well. And then these are some of the little avatars that come with it.
Great.
They're cute, yeah. Students will love that.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.